And we are back, people. Back to Broader Financial Future, aka BFF. Hopefully, you're having an amazing day so far. And one thing I want to talk about is we hear a lot of times people talk about buy an asset to kind of buy what you're trying to buy, or buy something that's going to kind of support your lifestyle or whatnot. But no one really tells you exactly how does that work, right? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about buying Nike shoes with Nike dividend stocks. So before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the channel and stay tuned. And a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only, and any investment you make may involve risks. So let's jump in today's video. So I want to really just focus on Nike, because a lot of people like Nike shoes, and people want to know, how can I use dividends to buy Nike shoes? So if you like Nike, you can actually buy Nike stock. And Nike actually pays the dividend. So for every share that you own, they give you cash, we'll talk about that, or actually a dividend, which we'll talk about in a moment. So first up, the average shoe cost for Nikes, I can't get an exact number, so I'm going to round it up to 100. The last number I seen was 80, but that was a couple of years ago. So we're just going to say, for the sake of this video, the average cost of a Nike shoe is $100. We're not talking about any Jordans or high ends. On average, a Nike shoe is roughly $100. So how can we pay with that using Nike stocks, right? So Nike, if you're a shareholder in a company, they pay a quarterly dividend of 27.5 cents per share every quarter. So for every share that you own, you get 275 cents per share. So in order to get a pair of Nike shoes, you will need to own a whopping 364 shares. So if you own 364 shares of Nike, that equals to 4 pair of Nike shoes a year. So every quarter, you can buy 1 pair of Nike shoes, or you can have that money build up and buy a more expensive pair of Nike shoes. But on average, you'll be able to buy $100 Nike shoes if you own 364 shares of Nike stock. Now, you might say, well, that's a lot of shares. I don't want to own that much Nike stocks. I don't like to get new shoes every quarter. One new pair of Nike shoes is good enough for me. And if you just wanted 1 pair of Nike shoes at an average of $100, all you need is 91 shares of Nike stocks. Build up your quarterly dividends for the 4 quarters, and at the end of the year, you will be able to buy 1 pair of Nike shoes at an average cost of $100 a year. So that's the great thing about owning dividend stocks, because this money, as long as you buy a company that you believe in and are able to pay the dividend, then you can use that money to either reinvest in that company or take that money out to buy things that you like. In this case, I wanted to use Nike because Nike is a popular brand. People love Nike. Um, and the shoe is very popular as well. But keep in mind, Nike doesn't pay a huge dividend. Their dividend yield is less than 1%. So depending on what you're trying to buy, you can actually probably get a higher yield. But I just wanted to use this example of basically buying into a company that you like and having them pay you for the product. Well, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts at the bottom. Do you own Nike stocks? What are some products that you enjoy that may offer a dividend? And I'll do another video talking about how many shares you'll need to own to actually buy that particular item. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. Peace.